Rule number 4, the new high profit rule. Look, what this rule states is that if your stock drops, you see, you need the drop. See, we were talking about scenarios before this that didn't really involve a significant drop. If your stock on the way to 3 pushes drops first, so you got push 1, you got push 2, and then it starts dropping. Now look, if the drop does not penetrate the 50% mark, 50% of what? The initial move up from low to high. So we measure this. See that move? Now, cut this in half, more or less. All right? If the drop does not greatly penetrate the top 50% of this power move, then you're looking to take profits once we clear the high. You see, that's the high now. Now we have to clear that. Not a peekaboo high, not peekaboo. No, we have to clear it decently, okay? Now, notice the green bar before it, so I'm okay. All right? Now remember, guys, even if this bar achieves the new high, if there's a red bar before it, I can't take the new high. I can take the next green bar, but I can't take the green bar new high if it has a red bar next to it. All right? So in this case, I have a green bar. I've achieved a new high, and I have a green bar before it. Boom. I have a right to take profits on the new high. So look at this, guys. Here's what I'm saying. Stock moves up, pulls back, stays in the upper 50%. Now, your profit taking is up here. Boom! As long as there's a green bar before your profit taking bar. I'm gonna draw that again. All right. Stock moves up. Boom. Let's say you bought here 2 lots. Let's say here you sold 1 lot based on rule number 1. Let's say that's 50 cents. You took 1 off. Stock pulls back. You still have 1. Stays in the upper 50%. Now moves high. Now you're going to place, if you want to place it ahead of time, that's fine. You can place an order up here, but that's your profit taking territory. You need a new high. All right. You need a new high. Boom! You've moved into that new high territory. As long as there is a green bar before it, you have the right. New high, you pull back. New high territory. Boom! As long as there's a green bar before it. So it's not pushes anymore. It's can I cross the new high? That's the whole point of this rule. Once you get a pullback, we stop counting pushes. Pullback, it's not pushes anymore. Now it's new high territory. Can I get there? Can I get there? Come on. Come to papi. Come to papito. Boom! There's my new high. So it's pushes here. Pushes. And new high here after a pullback. Pullbacks turn us into new high profit takers. Now, everything I'm explaining to you is applicable in reverse. So it's always best to learn from the buy side, but just understand everything is applicable in reverse. All right. So after a pullback, we don't do the new high rule anymore. We adopt a new profit taking rule, which is the new high rule. The only caveat is that there must be a green bar before your new high profit taking bar. All right. That's the new high. Now, if your stock makes the new high, but has a red bar before it, you cannot take the play. You can place an order ahead of that bar, assuming and hoping that the next bar achieves your profit taking. But because that green bar is preceded by a red bar, you still don't have the right, even though it's a new high, because it's coming out of a rest. It's coming out of a water break. It's still fresh. It has great odds of following through and producing multiple other green bars. Let's not shortchange ourselves. All right, beautiful. All right. Nice. Now, one more nuance. Check this out. This rule is called the 50% break rule. So remember, I was telling you that if your stock does not break, so let's say your stock rallies, pulls back, but stays in the upper 50%. So here's your upper 50% and here's your lower 50%, right? Here's your upper 50% and here's your lower 50% of this move. We cut that move in half, right? We're going to look for a new high to take profits, right? But what if it breaks the 50% and then starts turning from there? Well, we have a different rule for that. And let's look at it now. If your pullback significantly violates the 50% mark, boom. Now we revert back to the 3 push rule. 1 push, 2 push, 3 push, boom. It's no longer new high rule. We go back to the original 3 push rule. So see, look, if you don't break the 50% rule, it becomes the new high rule. But if you break down below 50%, you go back to 1 push, 2 push, 3 push out, whether you get a new high or not. All right? Very slick, very sophisticated. That's sophistication there. Sophistication. That's one pinky sophistication right there. Sophisticated. Sophisticated trading. Fancy. Oliver, that's fancy. Yeah, break that 50% mark by a strong amount. Not a peekaboo break, that doesn't count, but a strong break of that 50%. We go right back to, okay, this drop was bigger than expected. I'm now going back to boom, 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 3 pushes and out.